Okay, well, I didn't want to do a video on this, and you know what? I really don't give a flying fuck about Captain Marvel, whatever, Captain America, not America. It's like it's one of those things that I just can't be bothered with modern Marvel. I just don't give a shit. I just like the superhero stuff. I'll take what I can get out of it. I just don't give a fuck. And you know what? That's the attitude we're gonna have because they're gonna just keep making them. And you know what's funny is that this has never been a more meh movie than this. And we have Captain America, who's not really Captain America, and he's he's just the way he is not helping his situation for being not Marvel, not Captain Marvel. Now, truly, we know that they're planning to make a whole new Avengers. You can't capture Avengers. You'll never capture the gold of Avengers. It's just not gonna happen. And you know, like the way that they present these fucking movies nowadays is that they make them this big spectacle and it's gonna be so political. You know this movie is political. You know it. It's so political. You got the president, you got the America and the Captain America, and you know this great new person who's just not Captain America. You're not gonna just be able to just take and make, hey, this is the new Captain America. Look at him. He's Captain America. He's not Captain America. And people are gonna recognize that, and it just the whole thing is very just the way it is, it's presenting itself, it just is, it's fucking cringe. And I feel bad that they had to drag Harrison for this, because I would have liked to seen him in a presidential role. Not going to be a bad performance from Harrison Ford. He does it all for a paycheck, and he says, sure. But, you know, like, it's just this salty. But this is where it all went nuclear the other days, or a while ago, is that when this
One of
Anthony
those
Mackie,
representations. Like it's
let's
about
rehear what he says here.
a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is
This is such a
trustworthy
shot
and
at Trump, and you know, just this is a jab at the political establishment of the United States.
a dream coming true. When I was a
And
kid,
you really gotta
Captain America
wonder
represents
why they let
honor,
these people
discipline, and
have these
integrity
kinds
at a
of
time
a
when
platform when they're
America
viewing
should
your
be one
movie.
of those
He's
nations
not
that
there to offer us
it's about
political advice or
uh,
what the character
a
should be.
man
You're
who
there
keeps
to
his
play the
word, who has
fucking
honor,
goddamn
dignity,
character.
and integrity.
And for him to come
Someone
out
who
and
is
say,
trustworthy and
it's not really about America,
uh,
even though it's
you know,
called Captain
that's
America, because America right
this
now
is
is
not a
terrible. You know, like
this is
it's a
like
really low move, and a lot of people picked up on that. As you can see, there's plenty of comments about this, and you know, it's more culture war bullshit, of course. But at the same time, it's a very distasteful idea of a movie to look. If they're going to do swaps of characters, you know, don't take something that is so obviously able to be swapped. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way this whole movie is presented. Like I said, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about this movie exists. I don't care. It's so stupid the way Marvel fucking movies operate nowadays. And they it's just like fucking popcorn, you know. It just comes and goes and it's for people. Now, they also announced another interesting movie that I immediately said, you know what? Who the fuck are all these people? I don't mind Sebastian Stan. He's a good actor. But who the hell are all these other goofs? You know what I mean? And it's like there is a theory going on that they're gonna try and make Cap, and this is not a fucking very hard to believe theory either, is that they're gonna try and fucking make this Captain New America Anthony Mackie this big thing, and we're gonna have the new Avengers. It's just not gonna happen. How the Thunderbolts could save the MCU? Click on it. I don't even know what fucking media publication is this, but you get the sentiment. They have these one thing Marvels, the Avengers, the coolness, the cultural phenomenon of like, wow, we get good super movies, and look at what we've divulged into. It's so fucked up, and it's like a bunch of people just battering ideas at each other and just fucking constantly doing that, and none of it fucking works. It just doesn't work. It's just like they can't capture that magic again because making these cheap movies like this that is just like so obviously was going to be a political statement and given today's comment. You know, he even says in the movie, he's like, well, you're not Captain America. He's like, well, I am now. You know, it's that kind of attitude. It's just so distasteful. And these movies, I just can't be bothered anymore. I mean,
Aspect of America. For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term,
America.
America should
America.
be
Listen
blended
to
with
the
that.
way this fucker says this.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, not a sword, just a
America, you know, America, you know,
embodies
we can't be proud of America after now that Trump's president. You know, it's just those kinds of things, and you know, you gotta fucking word John Stewart. I fucking love John Stewart. Um, you gotta just wonder sometimes on these things, and how they try and make these things these big things, you know, and they just don't know. They just don't understand what people want. And then you get movies like this Thunderbolts that comes out, and you know what I mean. So here we have Captain America, Brave New World, and you getting all these videos from him. Where's the newest trailer? Is it this one? No, this is the 6 months ago. Yeah, and that Fantastic Four, another one, was just like, what the fuck are these idiots even doing? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that so much money gets wasted on this shit. I just I just can't believe it. I just truly cannot believe that they make this fucking shit and so much money goes into it. The Avengers have been missing action since the Avengers Endgame. After defeating Thanos and his whole armies, like, what was the problem with allowing that team of Avengers to just continue? Can someone answer that for me? Does anybody know? Is it like we couldn't have them for long enough? I actually, and this is hard for me as a superhero take it or leave it person. I really don't care too much about superhero movies, but I have had movies, admittedly, that I thought were pretty cool. The initial line of the Avengers, great, excellent stuff. You know, worthy of watching. Wolverine, fucking love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Made Deadpool and Wolverine, him and Blade made it watchable for me. You know what I mean? So for them to try and say that we have to have this whole new crew of Avengers, just get the old fucking people back together. Like how much money do you think it would make if they came out with an Avengers instead of this fucking crap that they just keep spewing? Captain America is new now. Look at him. He's the new Captain America that you'll learn to love. No, like instead of all of that, just bring characters that we love back. You've come up with a million different ways to make multiverses and teleports, and the only thing that makes sense is I bet you the actors. Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom. You know, him. Like some of these characters just simply won't come back to it. Scarlett Johansson, maybe she just literally is not gonna wanting to come back to it. Tom Holland, maybe he just doesn't want to do it. You know, like they can't force these characters to be in action. But I bet you if they wrote them a fucking check for $15 million, most of them would come and do it. So I mean, this is a perfect image that, you know, a bunch of nobody. I do love him. He's a good actor, and Sebastian Stan. They're funny, but I mean, lumping all these new age actors in and trying to make a new Avengers, just bring back the old fucking stuff. That's what people like. People want that Captain America. They don't want some guy they barely ever had of going around the TV circuit saying that he doesn't even like Captain America. It's the same shit with like Rachel Zegler, like her going out and just being like, "Oh, I don't even fucking like the character I'm playing. Oh, I guess I have to be Captain America." It's like, what the fuck are these people fucking smoking? It's fucking hilarious, and it's so political. When I saw this trailer, I was like, oh, American politics, like it's just like that. And I wish I wish there was a world where Harrison Ford could be an actor in a movie playing the president without all this like new Captain America. Look at me, I'm the new Captain America, and look at there's this other new superhero we don't know of, and oh, of course you got to get Gustav from Breaking Bad, who's now the villain again. So I mean, it's like I just don't give a shit. I just really don't give a shit about this stuff. And don't even talk to me about the wokeness in this movie. I mean, Marvel's just imbued in it. So I mean, every ounce of this movie leaks it. And let's check out this Thunderbolt. No, I don't want to watch that Thunderbolts. I just don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. It's the same thing. It's dark. It's brooding. There's no new Avengers. There's this guy who's, like Sebastian Stan is a good actor. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I love the Trump movie, The Apprentice. He's a funny guy. I've gone over him a couple times. So look how dark and brooding and depressing it is, and oh, it's like Deadpool, and oh, you got that fat guy, and we can laugh at him. And there's stupid little jokes. It's terrible. It's just terrible. And you gotta wonder what the fuck these people are thinking, because they're not doing Captain America any favors. They're just not. Hollywood Reporter. Okay, well, let's look at some of this because the money aspects. And now, by no means, I think this do absolutely terrible, but is it gonna make $1 billion? No. It's like, it's like this comes out on Valentine's Day and all this garbage. Dear God, Ariana Grande is looking very anorexic. So I mean, you got Harrison Ford, and I just don't care. I just don't give a shit. These stupid superhero movies, they just can't get it right. And it's like, oh my God, now we got Red Hulk in here. Like, we're gonna make it like the comics, but we're also gonna add in a whole bunch of wokeness. It's like a perfect type of art form that they do now. It's just it's superhero fucking shovelware. That's what it is. It's fucking shovelware. It's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. And it's shit that I just would not care about normally. So I mean, it doesn't have an overwhelmingly bad reputation. That's exactly what I thought when I first saw this trailer a while back. I was like, you know what? It's not absolutely egregious and awful. But the fact that it borders on the line of, race swapped, woke Marvel, fucking up all kinds of storylines and timelines, and this is a new character that you have to care about, and we'll parade Harrison Ford out on stage for everybody to fucking see so that they'll come and watch it. It speaks of people who make this not having passion for it. They just don't. They just have no passion for what they make. And in retaliation, what you get is you get people who just don't have a lot of passion for these movies anymore. There's the weekend Marvel enjoyer, which I will call like the superhero fan who loves superheroes just because everybody likes superheroes. Like those type of people. And these are the type of people that these movies are starting to. Now, unfortunately, there's way more legitimately cool people who want to see good movies, want to see good stories, want to see cool, epic shit, outnumber them. And what you're going to see with this movie is a crossover of people who like superhero movies and people who just watch superhero movies because that's the newest, latest, greatest thing that Disney and Marvel has shat out of their assholes. It's what comes out. These are the products that they're putting out here. Whoa, flashing, so they've got the Secret Service, and now they're fucking, sneaking undercover, base, and they're learning about the government's bad, and like, it's just such meh entertainment. It just is. I could think of a million other things that I'd rather watch than this. A million. And I'm not gonna fucking watch it. I'm not gonna go to a fucking theater and watch it. There's no fucking hope. But the fact that it's coming out, it's in our sphere. We have to listen to Anthony Mackie's bullshit when he goes around. He doesn't even act like he really gives a shit about the role. It's these types of things that are just, it's shitty. It's shit. It's just shit. It's just shit that they just, I don't know. I don't even know what their angle is with this stuff anymore. But look at that. Harrison Ford pointing on him saying, "Hey, look, you're not Captain America. You're just a fraud trying to be someone who's better." That is the essence of, it's what the whole movie is going to try and purvey. So now we have these self-aware movies where they're starting to take all this stuff and observe what the hell's up with them, and just they just can't get it right. And we're going to see what this movie does, but it's not something that's overall entertainment. And at this end of the day, really, I could just give two fucks about this entertainment. I'd rather them make better stuff. But just like Harrison Ford's pointing at him, and saying this, is it's like, you're not going to win. Harrison Ford has been an iconic character. Anthony Mackie is not going to be an iconic actor. He just doesn't have the charisma. He's just not a very charismatic person. And he cannot lead this movie. It's not going to happen. And you will see that in his acting. He's not. He's not like. He doesn't come across as a superhero. That's just the way it is. It's just how he is. He would be good as like a special agent or something on the working in the force, but to be, you're not going to make a new Captain America. It's not going to happen. People have accepted Captain America already as someone else. So the fact they are even trying to do this is bullshit. And this is where we're at with entertainment. I do want to see Harrison Ford, to be honest, though, because he's still a cool guy, but not worth it to see this movie.